Hey, what is going on, mini lads and Comic Studio users? Welcome back to Comic Studio, and thank you for 1924 subscribers. Like anything else, that we're going to be for having a little bit of a reach as well. Since it's going to be impossible to reach 2,000 subscribers, anyways, and that won't be necessary to find my channel, anyways, and see my most popular video like whenever that I just absolutely used to play on Roblox. So right here in Comic Studio, we're going to be looking around for Canada Day comics to review, but I probably going to be that I just absolutely having an announcement for some kind of like the Google updates has finally come to an end in Windows 10. But nothing, of course, won't be necessary as well, since I just probably kept on looking up to YouTube. But whenever that the UI changes completely, keeping on changes like anything it goes, the listed PCs to support from the internet will be so much limited, such as the Windows Vista and Windows 7, Windows 8.1, Windows 8, and Windows some kind of like this, whatever it does. So we're not going to be talking about here. So today we're going to be reviewing the Canada Day comics. So let's do for the Canada Day for one thing. So the Canada Day is going to be literally for this one. Unfortunately, there's nothing existed like anyways as probably to do this as well. So there must be for the temporary for unlimited search. So this is actually, it's not going to be one thing. So where is the most popular thing as well? Maybe this is not going to be having a little bit of a good day as well. Sometimes everything is probably like awful like those things a little bit. So there is one Canada and who is exactly a little bit underrated as well. The 4th of July is completely over, but unfortunately, I'm not saying this like anything as well. So we're gonna be doing for some kind of the oldest and search for this thing as well. But I'm probably absolutely going to announce for something as well. And well, I'm pretty confused for around here. Some sort of like this is going to be for one thing. There's nothing lasting that we're going to find out. That where the Canada Day is going to find as well, so there isn't going to be a normal one. So it will be taking for a little bit. Now, just for sure, we're going to be. Was there Canada? No. There was no Canada right anyway. So I'll be searching for the top Canada Day as well. What is? Well, what the hell is this? I'm not very sure. There's no Canada Day whatsoever, so I just completely removed, and we're going to be placed on Canada right away. For since it actually is going to harder to choose, we're going ahead on for this thing as well. So it has plenty of those, and that wouldn't believe that was actually going to be for South Canada Day. I don't really think that is other kinds of South Canada Day, which is not going to be for look like a lot. So there will be a country balls, and for this thing as well, even though not this. What is no? I don't want to go on a video for a little bit for one thing. The Canada Day could be for one thing. Of course, this is not going to be for some kind of immigrants. So I already censored this. So I'll be trying to find the oldest and search for Canada Day. So this is actually going to be for one thing. The first post of Canada Day could be for my singing monsters. And then this isn't going to be for Italy is angry at Canada. Oh gosh, this is not going to be getting a little bit for one thing as well. So there will be more a little bit for one thing, such as Canada Day, that turns into a Soviet Union, Soviet Canada, this is not probably exist or a canon, and nothing that we should not able to say. It could be for some kind of for unknown things as hell, and I'm not very sure. This thing makes no sense. That would have believed that this is going to be for around here. So the pet Nepal, I'm not very sure. The 4th of July might go into be something as well. Sometimes that one thing from Total Drama Island had interrupted. She have interrupted the 4th of July, since it won't be easy as well to be prepared for the event. So we're gonna be having for a top ratings for Canada Day, since is absolutely SpongeBob SquarePants that I just totally searched out. And there must be for going a little bit for One Piece. Overall, there must be more 4th of July. So, to be for some kind of a little bit for one interested things as well. So, Canada Day is what I just probably, that whoever wants, and nothing that I just going to be find out as well. So, it's just the censor things are just going to be a lot of them as well. So, you would not able to look around for the anime reference. Anyways, now take a look at this for about for vampire cookies around here between the sides and the middle, including the wedding cake cookie onto the middle. I'm probably not very sure that we're going to be still continuing out for this video before the heavy rain starts, for even for some kind of a little bit early. So this is absolutely a little bit for one thing, for probably for like this. It was absolutely have for one comment, and it absolutely going to be for around here to say around here that he comments for the Canadian national anthem, that we probably already see this. So I'm gonna go into for a rate for about for 8 out of 10, of course. So that will be a little bit good. And for the South Canada Day, could be for around 4th of July, but unfortunately, this is absolutely very interrupting, that I'm not very sure. It got to be for having 2 comments. That is absolutely for some kind of for 2 interruptions for about for this thing. It's not gonna be already for I just actually wanted to say. That will be for an unnecessary, which is probably going to be thankful about here. So, this is probably a little bit ridiculous that he just completely took down the United States for around here. And that must be going to be for a little bit of blockage as well. Until the next year that some kind of terrorism happens about Iran and absolutely going to invade United States, that wouldn't believe that could affect 4th of July candidates or some kind of like this, anything as well, or 4th of July people for some kind of like here. So I'm not very sure this is actually for a late event, but since the event is over, the terrorists might going to be taking place, including the protests, try to help them, and they're going to die. Like, it's not going to be what happened. We're not going to be talking about this thing as well. So that will be for a 6 out of 10 for some kind of a little bit disruptions. It was probably a little bit necessary as well. The Canada Day from like those things as well. Probably the front words could be from SpongeBob SquarePants, and there is no comments anything around here that probably is going to be leaving a like of this thing as well. So this is probably good for most likely 9 out of 10. And probably that featured in July 1st, that will be Sugar Glass Cookie, is probably for a little bit celebrating Canada Day, of course. So it has 1 comment, but probably this is going to be for the same thing as the Canada National Anthem. Probably this is actually for the comment. This comment has put it on that he commented already for another national anthem of Canada. I mean, this is actually that is absolutely using for those things is going to be for this thing as well. As of the description says, as a Canadian user in Cookie Run or some kind of like this, or a Canadian user in Comic Studio myself, I get to celebrate the anniversary of my nation. Canada could be for your favorite country, even that you know what it is, including United States, is one of the most favorited country in the world, or not. Even that I'm not gonna be supposed to be doing this as well to leave me note in the comments, even though that it was a week ago that Canada Day was just a week ago we're probably going to do. And so that will be a 9 out of 10, including around here in the previous amount of years. So it was just around for 2 years ago. This comic is probably 2 years ago, which means it's gonna be for a 7 out of 10 for this weekend. And probably that must be for one thing. Isn't gonna be for one thing for some kind of Canada as well. As she says, you know I'm a Canadian, right? I'm sorry, what now? United States or no? What I'm not gonna be going for around here. The fun fact is, canola is from Canada. The name canola basically means Canada oil or something similar to that as well. Probably Canada a little bit for one thing as well. Sometimes Canada wouldn't be for like anything as well. I'm not going to be for do this, but I just go on to say this as well. I don't swear like anything is going to be for some kind of like this. And that will be for around, as for one thing, it could be for around for 7 out of 10. So that will be it for Canada Day comics that I just already reviewed for. That will be it anyways, exactly as well. You're gonna be searching the word Canada and trying to find what is going on for around here. Since Canada Day is probably over 7 days ago, or even just for a week ago for some kind of like this. Listen everyone, it was for some kind of for one thing as well. Not a local time that I just go on to say for around for here for just interested. So I'm not gonna be supposed to be why that I'm probably going to be not going to be finding out what it is absolutely trying to do this is anyways. So the link is going to be in the description, and try to search Canada Day, what is still left to be exist, including the 4th of July comics that you're going to find out, and what you're going to be favorite as 4th of July, and would be your favorite event or something as well, or some kind of protest would affect the event of the celebration of the country. So whenever you do, so don't do like anything around here against the government rules. But thanks to the big beautiful bill have just taken effect all over across the country. So thanks for watching, and I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads and Comic Studio users all later. So thanks for watching anyways.